All right, let's do it. Weather for Weather Geeks time here on Friday evening. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I did a little kind of miniature version of Weather Geeks from home this morning, all about the rain that's coming and the flooding concerns. So check that video out. But this video will serve as a more lengthy update to what I had to say this morning. Before we get to the rain and the flood threats, which will be the big story over the next few days, let's talk about how beautiful today was. It was fantastic outside. Humidity was low. The sun was out just as we promised. It was a picture-perfect day, unless you wanted to go swimming again. It's not quite warm enough for that. We were actually 4 degrees below average, high temperature-wise, this afternoon. We should be around 77, even 78 is pretty much par for this time of the year, but we fell short of that despite that strong June sun today. You're going to see that sun on our time-lapse from the Niles area today. As we got into the midday and afternoon, some bubbly cumulus clouds did pop up. It was not a completely 100% sunny day, but who's complaining? It was awfully nice out there. And considering what the forecast has in store for us over the next handful of days, hopefully you took advantage of today. I mentioned those dew points. You know, this is a real bargain for summertime. You know, we don't get many days like this as we get into July and August with dew points in the mid-40s. But that's where we were today. Dew points will start climbing over the weekend as this very dry air mass, which is overhead right now, gets replaced by this air mass out to the west. This is a higher dew point air mass, a more moisture-laden air mass. At the same time, a front is going to kind of stall across parts of the Great Lakes region, the Northeast, and those things are going to conspire to produce a few rounds of showers and some thunderstorms this weekend right into early on next week. And, you know, if you've been following me on social media, I've been posting a lot about the rain chances and things like that over the next few days. It's a weekend in June where a lot of people have outdoor plans and a lot of people are getting kind of scared of the rain and that sort of thing. Nothing to be scared of. In fact, if you have outdoor plans tomorrow, Saturday, I would not cancel them as long as they're in the daylight hours. Now, there may be a shower in a couple of spots, and I'll get to the hourly breakdown in a second, but I think there's going to be more dry time than soggy time during the first half of the weekend. Flash flood watch does go into effect at 4 p.m. on Saturday for every county in the Cleveland National Weather Service area of jurisdiction. They just issued it for their entire area. So it does not include Columbiana, Mercer, and Lawrence. Wouldn't be shocked if Pittsburgh added their counties to this flash flood watch at some point. Now, the Cleveland flash flood watch starts tomorrow and actually runs until Tuesday. And the reason for that is we have a rain threat all the way through Monday, and rivers tend to lag behind. Typically, when we have some river flooding, that occurs several hours, if not a day or two, after the heaviest of the rain. It kind of takes it a little while to catch up. So, as we go into Saturday, now again, it's certainly not going to be totally dry all day, but these showers will be kind of sparsely populated, and they're going to come and go quickly, and I don't think there's much heavy rain or thunder and lightning during the daylight hours tomorrow. Renegade thunderstorm a possibility, but don't think there's a whole lot. I think the higher chances of wet weather will come our way very late Saturday towards the evening hours and into the overnight hours, Saturday night into Sunday. Now, the current run of our model is not real impressive looking in northern Ohio, has some of the heavier stuff down here. This is one run of one model. When we look at all the models that we have at our disposal, a wetter picture is painted for late Saturday and Saturday night. So here's what I've done with the hourly rain chances, and I'll get out of the way here. Now, don't forget you can check out these anytime on the Storm Tracker 21 app, and I update these often when I'm working. So if you are fretting over the forecast, check these hourly numbers often because I will be updating them again this evening. This is what I have right now. Our rain chances on Saturday, in an hourly format here, never get above 20 or 30% until late in the afternoon into the evening. They're not zero. Again, the chance is going to be there that you might have to duck inside for a little bit. Even in the morning, I can't rule out a sprinkle. But the most numerous raindrops, I think, are still late in the day and into the nighttime hours. All right, we have a 5K here locally tomorrow in Poland. I'll be running in this, so if you're participating in this, hope to see you out there. This is the Strawberry 5K and Fun Run to benefit the Second Harvest Food Bank. If you bring, I think it's 5 canned goods to donate to the food bank, you get a free pint of strawberries. So that's a great idea. And weather-wise, this is pretty good running weather. It's not real hot. It's not real humid. Temperatures in the 60s. And notice that 20% chance of precipitation there. That shouldn't be anything more than a quick spritz or sprinkle. That should be about it. All right, second half of the weekend and Father's Day. Again, this is one run of one model. And, I can't show you every model under the sun. This video would take an hour. But the bottom line for Sunday is I think there's going to be more numerous clusters of showers and storms on Sunday. Don't take, what I'm showing you graphically here verbatim, because this is just one model. But there'll be more numerous showers and storms on Sunday, and with a more humid, more moisture-laden air mass, any of these, we could really wring out some downpours, some tropical downpours. That'll be the case throughout Sunday into Sunday night, and even into Monday. Again, even though the model doesn't show much here at 10 in the morning, with this front kind of stalled overhead, gonna allow for a few more showers and storms, I think, during the course of the day on Monday. Now, how much rain can we expect? Here's a look at the current computer model spread. I am not showing the RPM model, the green line, because for whatever reason, with a little bug in the software right now, it tends to want to flatline on this graphic, so I just am not showing it. So I'm showing you all the other models with the exception of the CMC, which is the Canadian model, which also is a little wonky sometimes. So basically, I'm showing you 4 models here. The NAM right now, the current run of the NAM, goes crazy with over 3 inches worth of rain through Monday. Notice the other models, though, are clustered closer to an inch. I think the truth is somewhere in between, honestly. I think on average in our television viewing area, if you can watch us on TV, on average from Saturday, especially late Saturday, through Monday, 1.5 inches to 2.5, or maybe 2 to 3 inches, something in that zone will be a good average. Some places are going to be in the lower end of this range. Some places may get on the higher end, and we might have some surprises too, where we get a couple of heavy thunderstorms over a couple of locations, multiple times, and all of a sudden you end up with 3 or 4 inches of rain in some isolated spots. I can't rule that out. But as an average, when we look at our entire area, 1.5 to 2.5 to 3, somewhere in that zone. Now, unlike some situations where we have a beefy thunderstorm that parks over an area for an hour and you get 2.5 inches of rain in an hour, this will be a long-lived situation. In other words, this isn't all coming at once. There's going to be some tropical downpours here and there, but these totals that I'm showing you are from Saturday night through Monday. So, yes, the flooding concern is there. The flash flood risk highest Saturday into Saturday night in central and western Ohio, out into Indiana and Illinois. The NWS does not have a slight risk of flash flooding on Sunday, but I suspect with their next update, they're probably going to paint in a yellow area somewhere in here. They don't often paint in a yellow area on day 3 of this product. I think when this becomes day 2, when they update this tonight and into tomorrow, I kind of suspect there'll be a yellow area, a slight risk of flash flooding. And, we're going to have to keep an eye on the rivers over the next several days. They're running a little high to begin with because, of course, we've had a lot of rain lately. And so it's going to be possible that a lot of rivers go into flood stage in northern Ohio, Michigan, Indiana as well, over the next handful of days. So, if you live in a flood-prone area, even if you don't live near a river, if you live in Boardman in some places, or other areas that tend to have problems when we have too much rain, well, it's a good idea to check your sump pump and just be prepared for the possibility of having some issues over the next handful of days. If you live near a river, the Mahoning River, especially up towards Leavittsburg and into southwestern Trumbull County near Eagle Creek, that's going to be another flood. That's, of course, always a flood-prone area and an area that we have to keep a close eye on when we're expecting a decent amount of rain. Let me bring up, let's see if I can show this to you. Bear with me for just a second. Why is this coming up blank? All right. Well, I'm not going to get to show you the product I wanted to. Let's try this again. No. For whatever reason, this isn't coming up. What I was going to show you is that there's an elevated risk of flooding, even maybe getting up to moderate flood stage for the Mahoning River at Leavittsburg and also Eagle Creek at Phalanx Station in southwestern Trumbull County. Now, the flood risk around the rivers may be highest early in the week, Monday into Tuesday, even though the heaviest of the rain may be Sunday and Monday. Again, these things tend to lag. So, again, if you live in a flood-prone area, and if you do, you know it. You've had some flooding problems multiple times over the years. This is going to be a situation just to stay weather aware. Check back often for updates this weekend from our team, Chris Serenelli, Ramel Carpenter, and I'll be checking in a couple of times this weekend. It's Father's Day weekend. I'm planning on spending some time with my dad, but I'll also be keeping a close eye on the weather forecast as well. That'll do it for tonight's Weather for Weather Geeks. Thank you, as always, for watching, and hope you have a great Friday night and a great Father's Day weekend.